Hi guys, Robin here at Toadstool Tarot. I want to share with you today an unusual deck that I first discovered through my friend Ben at the Been There Done That channel on YouTube. It is an indie deck, limited edition, and there is a nudity warning here for anybody that cares about that stuff. I don't care about it. It's called the Sortilegios Tarot. It came with this beautiful little bookmark. It's actually an info card that they put a discount on as well. From Unfamiliar Spirits Illustration and Visual Art, I believe in the UK. Beautiful bookmark. And the boxes were hand created and limited. This is a signed limited edition. This is number 41 of 50. And this turns out to be the second printing. So I guess there are 100 copies out there somewhere. They just did small print runs. The box itself was, I believe, screen printed, hand screen printed, colored. Beautiful. Artisan deck. It did come with, well, this is not exactly a little white book. It's a very interesting hand-printed little book. Basically, there's a very short essay or explanation at the beginning, followed by a series of blank pages, one for each card in the deck that you can make your own notes with keywords, etc. So it's kind of like they want you to create your own method of using this deck. And also the cards are not titled, they are numbered. The card stock is fantastic. It is really, it's a silky feel stock. Fairly stiff, reasonably stiff. Perfectly tarot sized. And here we have a title card, and these are the backs. Personally, I would prefer these were the backs. These are the colors in the deck, whereas these cold negative colors or whatever don't really go, but that's okay. A nice, I think that's a pomegranate. So as you can see here, this card is these are really creatively done. Beautiful colors. I guess it's ink and watercolor, or I'm not really sure what the medium is. Maybe just ink line and ink by brush. I'm not real sure. But as I said, the feel is fantastic. It's a trump deck, or I shouldn't use that word. It's a major arcana deck, because I also don't like to say majors only. That seems to diminish majors decks, and I love them. So this is the Fool. No number on this card. As we all know, it is 0, but no number here. And here we have number 1, which is the Magician. The colors are really vivid, very bright, very warm. Almost has a kind of a psychedelic feel to it. Number 2, the Magician. No, sorry. Number 1 is the Magician. See, that's the trouble when they're unlabeled. If you don't have your numerals memorized, which I do, I just slipped up. So that's the Magician. Here we have the High Priestess with the pomegranate. Three is the Empress. Four is the Emperor. Five is the Hierophant. Six is the Lovers. Seven, the Chariot. Eight is Strength. Nine is the Hermit, and we have a hermit crawling into a shell like a hermit crab. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. 11 is Justice. 12 is the Hanged Man or the Hanged One. 13 is Death. 14, Temperance. 15, the Devil. 16, the Tower. 17, the Star. 18, the Moon. 19, the Sun. 20 is Judgment. And 21 is the World. Now, since that was so short, I'll read you. Sortilegios is a pack of 22 trump cards for the art of casting and forecasting. Sortilegio means divination in its origin, from the Latin sortis legere, but the meaning has evolved throughout history, from reading fortunes to casting fates by means of witchcraft, often involving a deck of cards. These cards were numbered but kept unnamed for those who choose to create rather than to obey, opposing conditioning, gendered attributions, and assumptions that are reductive and cloud our vision. This deck is intended to be more inclusive and intuitive whilst maintaining the classical structure of the English major arcana. This deck has been hand-painted in watercolor by unfamiliar spirits between October 2020 and February 2021. Second edition cards ecologically printed in Italy by Ludo Cards, boxes handmade by unfamiliar spirits. So, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed a little look at this very unusual deck. I found the vendor on Etsy, so if there are copies left, and there were as of my ordering a couple weeks ago, you can find it there. I'm looking forward to this. I am currently trying to collect more major arcana decks because I find them focused and refreshing. And the artwork in this one and the color selection is particularly appealing. Also has a kind of a tattoo art feel to it. So thanks for sharing your time with me today to have a look at the Sortilegios Tarot. See y'all soon.